Hi everybody, welcome to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Look at this, another new build. This is the Porsche 911. This is a great set, one I've wanted to build for a while. This is an icon set. It's set number 10295. It's an 18 plus set, 1,458 pieces, and it's going to be a lot of fun to build this. And it's a nice size scaled model as well, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to display this. And the 911 is truly iconic, so the icons theme really works for this. So what we have here is 10 numbered bags. As you can see here, there's 4 all the way through. There's 8. And 9 and 10 are here. 265-page manual. As you can see, that's quite thick. This can be built as a Targa, as you can see there, or a turbo model. We're going to build the turbo, even though the Targa looks pretty good, but the turbo, I think, really looks great. Real striking design. I love it. So we'll build the turbo, and but you can always go back. If you don't want the turbo, you can always go back to the Targa design just by changing a few pieces. Over here, we have the tires, windshield, and back window in this separate plastic bag. I do wish, for safety reasons, that Lego would cover the the clear plastic pieces for the windshields and back window with some kind of separate packaging that doesn't bounce around in this bag with each of the 2 pieces and the tires. It's just a crazy thing Lego does. They have to be a little more people really love these models. They cherish them, they display them, and to have scratches on that clear plastic is just not correct. Lego should fix that. Certainly Brick Shop does. Mattel Brick Shop packages the clear plastic pieces in separate packages and covers them very well. They come out perfect, not a scratch on them. Lego needs to learn from Mattel Brick Shop. As big as Lego is, they're getting a little sloppy in certain areas, and I wish they would stop that. Other than that, everything looks great. This should be a fun build, so let's get on it and have some fun. Please come along with me. We'll stop after every few bags. Not sure how we're going to do this yet. Most likely going to do every 2 bags. That way, keep the video a little shorter. And if not, I might break it into each bag, and we'll do a 2-part series for this great 911. So let's build the 911 Porsche Turbo. Let's get it done. Come along with me. Let's have some fun. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you love this video, I much appreciate that, and it really helps the channel. And when you subscribe and comment and share, it makes such a big difference, and I really love it when you do. Thanks so much. We'll be back after, well, 1 or 2 bags deciding how we're going to do this, but we'll be back. Thanks so much for watching. Hang in there. Everybody, welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel, and welcome back to the Porsche 911 set number 10295, 1,458 pieces, 18 plus set, runs $169.99. A little bit on the high side. I'll bet you 10 to 1. The reason it is because the royalties to Porsche are probably large, and that's why it gets a little bit past 10 cents per piece, but not too terrible. So what we have, we're on page 29 of the manual. Moving on to bag 2. As you can see, this manual is excellent. The contrast is fantastic. Against this black background, these black pages, I love that. It looks fantastic. That's generally on the highest quality sets. They use this black manual paper. It really highlights the different stages and steps. So it's fantastic. So here's bag 2 laid out right there, and there's 2 sub bags. Here's what we have through bag 1. Doesn't look like much right now, but you're building up the basic chassis and moving outward and upward. This will be the front end right here, and this will be the rear back here. That's where the engine will be mounted, of course. Underneath, here's what it looks like. Not much to look at here, just a bunch of base plates right there. As you can see, these lower trim pieces right here, correlate to that section right there. So that's how you can tell which side, which end of this is front and back, because he's complete to the front, and then 2 sections right here to add the rear section before the fender wells. So that's where we're at so far. As you can see, coming together nicely. No issues at all in the parts. A little scuffing on the black pieces. It's very common for Lego. As you can see right there, as you look in the light, you can see a few scuffs right there. That one right here in the center, look how scuffed that is. Lego's got to do a better job of packaging this stuff, because these black pieces really get scuffed badly. I wish they'd do a little bit better job on that. So let's move on to bag 2. I'll be back, show you an update after bag 2, and we'll move on from there. This will probably be a 2-part video. We'll stop, I believe, at bag 6 or 7, and we'll move on to part 2. Not 100% decided on that yet, but I think we'll probably do that. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming along. Please like, subscribe. Please like, subscribe. Share and comment. Love to hear from you. If you have this set, let me know what you think of it. We'll be back. Thanks. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build Review channel and the Porsche 911 Turbo. Set number 10295, 1,458 pieces, and is an 18+ set. Runs at $169.99. Moving on to bag 3, we've completed bag 2. Here's bag 3 laid out right here. 1 sub bag. And the graphics are fantastic on this black paper. I love that. I love what they did there on this particular set. We're on page 61. And here we are. Right there. That's through the first 2 bags. And so far, so good. Coming together nicely. I did make one mistake. I missed one step, which were these pieces right there, those wedges right there. And you can see the link underneath that. I missed those, but they went in easily. We didn't have to take anything really apart to do it. These little assemblies right here are very interesting at this angle. And these pieces back here. Very, very unusual while they're building this. This, I'm assuming, is the seat there. Of course, this is the front end, and the back end's back here. And of course, the engine will be down here in this section. So there it is. Underneath, pretty much the same. Nothing really changed underneath. We're just building up now. So there it is, through bag number 2. So let's get on to 3, get that completed, and I'll be back and give you a quick update after that, show you what the progress is. So far, no issues at all. Everything's coming together nicely. The parts quality is good. The fit is good. No issues whatsoever. Coming together nicely. So let's get on to bag number 3. I'll be back after bag 3. Thank you so much for watching, and would very much appreciate it. If you appreciate this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. Love to hear from you. Thanks so much. We'll be back. Hello, welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build Review channel. We're moving on to bag number 4. We completed bag 3 of the Porsche 911 Turbo. Here's bag number 4. Very small sub bag. And here is what we have through 3 bags. We're starting to build up the tail section on this 911 Turbo. As you can see, the rear bumper, the Porsche nameplate, is now installed. This whole rear section here is a little tricky. It attaches internally here, the studs internally, and it's a little tricky to put on. You have to really make sure it's fastened correctly, it's pushed on, and the studs are very strongly connected, otherwise it will fall off. It's not a bad design idea, but it can get a little tricky when you're putting that rear bumper on, so just be careful there. The seat there, nothing really happened in the front yet. Mainly this was all building the rear section here, as you can see. That's where we're at. Looking pretty good, coming together nicely, no issues, everything's fine. Parts quality is good here. The white finish looks real good. No scuffing I can see on the white panels at all. They seem to be real clean and in good shape. So, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I'll be back after bag 4. Thanks again for coming along. I hope you're enjoying the build so far. This 911 build is something I've wanted to do for a while, and it's just a great icon set. So let's see how it comes together. Keep staying with me, and we'll keep going along. Thanks so much. We'll be back. Hello, welcome back to the Porsche 911 Turbo build. And you're watching the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Set number 10295. It's an icon set. 1,458 pieces, 18 plus set, and this is going together very, very nicely. It really is a great model to assemble. Not real difficult. I just got to follow the manual very, very closely, and you'll be fine. So we're moving on now to bag number 5 of 10. Bag 5 is a very large bag with 3 sub bags, as you can see, all laid out. Here's what we have through bag number 4. The seats have been installed. You can see the seats rotate up to get to the back seat, which is back here. Both of them do that. We installed the emergency brake right here. That rotates up and down as well. Other than that, not a whole lot. We did do the engine as well, back here. There's the fan. And you can see if you look down inside there, not a lot to see in there with the engine. Wish they would have detailed that just a little more, but we'll see. Maybe we have some more goodies that'll go in there, some more pieces that'll build that out a little bit. I'm not too sure about that, but I think it's complete. And there you are, coming together very nicely. This bag will build up a lot of the front. And moving up to the top. So there you have it. And of course, you've seen the rear in the past. There's the rear bumper and the Porsche emblem. Here's your exhaust, gray exhaust pipe right coming out the side. And there it is. So far, so good. Hope you're enjoying the build so far. It's a fun build. I would strongly recommend this set. It's not a super cheap set. It's fairly pricey at $169.99, but it's a good, fun build. And a really nice scale. It's a beautiful scale here, which is really makes the car stand out quite a bit. So, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I will be back after bag number 5. Again, thanks for coming along. I hope you're enjoying it. I certainly am. Thanks and take care. Welcome back, everybody, to the 911 Porsche 911 Turbo build. Moving on to bag number 6 of 10. Which is right here. There's bag number 6 laid out. 2 sub bags in this bag number. Here's what we have through 5 bags. Bag 5 built up this entire front bumper area, as you can see here, with the amber clearance lights in the corners. Right there. And this large panel here, I'm not exactly sure what that is yet, but we will find out. Full steering system is now installed. It does steer. The shaft, you can see the universal joint right there going down in, and then there's your steering wheel. Seats are installed. Gear shift levers in, and there's also a rotatable emergency brake right there in the center between the seats. Seats look pretty good. The seats also tilt up and down to get to the back seat, which is right there. And that's what we have. The back end is built up. The engine compartment is now full with the engine. Although I gotta admit, it's not a really detailed engine. I wish they'd done a little more with that, but it looks okay. It sits in there just fine. And the steering, as we go up here, you can see the steering assembly right there. Actually, had to be quite a bit of build-up on that steering section. You can't really see it because of that top black panel. But it does steer, as you can see right here, from the steering wheel. Right there. So there it is, through bag 5. Coming together very nicely. Starting to take some shape. And looking real good. real good. These Icon sets look fantastic, and this Porsche is no exception. So, hope you're coming along. Hope you're following with me as we build this great Porsche, and enjoy it when we're done. So, let's get on to bag number 6, and we'll go from there and build this up, complete it, and we'll do a final review at the very, very end. I hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you have this set in your collection and you built it, let me know. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think of this set, how it came together for you. Are you enjoying it? Does it make a good display for you? And let me know if you had any issues with this set. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back after bag 6. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 911 Turbo build, the Porsche 911 Turbo build. A really great set, coming together very, very nicely. I'm loving the build. It's a lot of fun, and it's going to be a nice, iconic model. Here's where we are. We completed bag 6. We're now moving on to bag 7. Here is bag 7 laid out. And one side bag included with 7. And over there we have 8, 9, and 10 waiting in the wings, and we also have the 4 big tires and the rear window. Here's what we've accomplished through bag number 6 of 10. As you can see, the entire windshield assembly, front windshield assembly, is installed. We installed also some additional hardware up here, as you can see from the last update. And here's what we have. The doors have been installed. They're opening doors. They have rear view mirrors. Here's the doors with trim inside. Dashboard's been installed. The gear shift's been installed. And looking good, looking good. The windshield is on a hinge assembly, which is right here, as you can see, to tilt it. Give it the tilt backwards. Those 2 brown 4 stud modules right there. Those are on hinges. Of course, the rear seat, as you can see, the dash is really, really looking good. And there you have it. So that's through bag number 6. Let's move on to bag number 7, get that complete, and we'll be back with an update after bag 7 and show you the progress at that point. Everything's come together nicely, no issues at all, and everything looks good. Thanks so much for coming along and watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'll be back after bag 7. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. And welcome back to the 911 Turbo build from Lego. It's an Icon set number 10295, 1,458 pieces, of which we will not be using all of those pieces. It's an 18 plus set, $169.99. Here's decision time. This is, according to the manual, this is where you build either a Targa or a Turbo. And that transition happens after bag 7. So we're going to build the Turbo. Since I'm a little bit of a speed demon and I like sports cars with a lot of power, we're going to build the 911 Turbo. And of course you can have a Targa. A Targa is the convertible that uses the basic chassis and then adds the convertible section. Here's what we have. The way this is done is bags 8 and 9 combined after bag 7 make up the Turbo model. And then bags 8 and 10 make up the Targa model. So here's what we're doing. We're going to do the Turbo. So we have bags 8 and 9 laid out. And bag 10 is sitting over there. That's the additional pieces to make the Targa model, along with the metal-looking wheels versus the black wheels, which we have for the Turbo. However, I'm going to use the wheels out of the Targa, I believe. We'll look at both of them. And I kind of like the shinier metal look wheels rather than the black wheels, personally. So I think probably what we'll do is use those. And that's what this looks like right here. Here's a Targa. And there's the Targa model with the metal wheels, metal looking wheels. So that's what we're going to do, probably. I just like the look of that a little bit better than the black wheels. So here's where we're at. Decision's been made. Bags 8 and 9 to build the Turbo, and this will add a lot of additional hardware to it. Here's where we're at. This is what they call the base 911 chassis, and this is the point where you make that decision to go Turbo or Targa. We added the headlights. We added the opening front hood right here, which I guess you would say is the frunk because it has no engine. The engine's back here, of course. That'll be built into a turbo engine. Right now it's a standard. And of course we have the doors installed, the windshield installed. Everything's installed now as far as the basic car goes. It's just a matter of what comes up on the top, turbo or Targa. So the rear axle's not in yet. That goes in also as the difference between Targa and turbo. So that's going to be installed a little bit later. So here's where we're at. Good looking models come together very nicely. I'm very pleased with the quality of this model. It's excellent, just excellent. All the bricks have been very, very good. The fit and finish is excellent. I'm really happy with this. Great, great model. As I found pretty much with all the Icons cars versus Technic cars. Technic cars give you more mechanical functioning, but this does too, opening doors and steering. This has full steering from the steering wheel, not from a gear on top. So this gives you quite a bit of the features of Technic, but without all the Technic gearing and so forth. In other words, you don't have moving pistons and rear axle differential and all that. So here's where we're at. We'll move on to bag 8 and 9, and I will complete it, and I'll come back and show you the finished product, and we'll give a final review. Thanks so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the build so far. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know which way you built this car, as a Targa or a turbo. I'd love to hear from you. Again, thank you for coming along, and we'll be back. Show you the finished turbo very shortly. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Here we are. The Porsche 911 Turbo is now complete. We completed bags 8 and 9 to turn this into a turbo set. As you remember in the prior update, we mentioned that to turn into after bag 7, to turn this into a turbo, you had to make a decision, either a turbo or a Targa version of this, and you had to decide whether you wanted to go either way. Basically, bag 7 was called the base car, and then it gave you the option of Targa or turbo. We chose turbo, and here's where we are, and that was with bags 8 and 9. So bags 1 through 9 completed this set. It's set number 10295. It's an 18 plus set, and it's 1,458 pieces, although not all those pieces are used, because you do have the separate bag 10, that turns us into a Targa. However, you eliminate bag 9. So here's what we have. A beautiful representation of this truly iconic sports car, and it is just beautiful. The white finish on this is fantastic. There's no flaws in this at all. The windshield, I was a little concerned because it was in a separate bag with the tires and also the rear window, but it turned out that there were just very minor flaws on the clear plastic. It turned out okay. The white finish, though, on all the body bricks is excellent. Just really clean, smooth, great color, and it looks fantastic. No stickers in this set. Everything is pre-printed. There's not a whole lot of parts that are printed, but the ones that are printed are pre-printed, as you can see right here, the logo. It has steering from the steering wheel, no gear on top like some of the Technic sets. This particular car has steering wheel steering using a universal joint. You have an opening hood, which we'll call front actually. It's front trunk, which is right here with a nice black floor in there. On the Targa version, you can store the roof panel in there. Not on the turbo, though. And we have opening doors right there. As we turn this, there's your interior. Pre-printed pieces on the interior dashboard, as you can see there. And the steering wheel, you have a gear selector, a manual shift, and between the seats you also have an emergency brake handle that moves up and down. The seats tilt forward and back to get into the rear seat, which is going to be hard to see, although this will tilt right here. And you can see the rear seat right there. really well made. You have the large flared rear section for the turbo. And back here, you have an opening rear hatch. And there's your turbo engine right there. Quite a bit added to the turbo engine on this if you choose the turbo option. You have license plates, you have the rear exhaust, and you have, of course, the turbo spoiler. And you have the turbo logo as well. Just a fantastic car. I would strongly recommend this car. It's just a beautiful rendition of the 911. And there's your rear window. The roof panel does come out. As you can see, it's attached right here. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. I chose you get two different wheels. The Targa uses these silver looking wheels, which I preferred because it matches the caps that go on the outside. So I did like that option better than the black wheels. The Turbo normally gets the black wheels, but I decided to go with the silver from the Targa. So you can intermix this any way you want. There's lots of options. You can turn this into a Turbo Targa if you'd like to as well. 4 different ways to make this car. Normally, the book covers 2 ways to make it a Targa or a Turbo. The set runs $169.99. It's an excellent, excellent set. Easy build, no problems at all. All the parts were there. I know there's been some complaints with Bag 5 that parts are missing, but in my case, everything was there. Matter of fact, there were extra pieces, as there usually is in Lego sets. There's your front headlights and your running lights, front license plate. Just a great looking car. Nice scale here too. It's kind of a mid-scale, and it just comes together beautifully. So check this one out. I think you'd really enjoy it. The manual is very clear, and it does give you Targa or Turbo options. And of course, you do have, which I just love, and I wish Lego would do this more often, black paper, which really highlights the details as you build the car, as you can see here. Everything stands out very, very well. There's your base 1 through 7. And then 8 and 9 builds the Turbo, and 8 and 10 builds the Targa. 266-page manual, very easy to follow, no issues at all. Check this set out. If you're a true sports car fan, you would love to have this set. It makes a great display piece, and it looks fantastic. And the rendition here, the creation here by the developers is just fantastic. They really hit this very, very well. I'd give this a solid 9 out of 10. For build quality, part quality, fun to build capability, and of course the actual look itself and display quality. Excellent. Check this one out. I think you'd really enjoy it. I hope you came along on the build. It was a lot of fun. We did it by the bag and enjoyed updates along the way. And if you came along, I really hope you enjoyed it. So let's get on to the next one. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Much appreciate that. And we will move here to the next set. Thank you so much for coming along. Thank you for watching. And again, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you have this set, let me know what you think of it. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much again, and we'll be back.